Hello there everybody, it is Christmas, so I would like to take this moment to wish everybody out there Merry Christmas. And I just got some rocks that came out of the tumbler, and I wanted to do a quick update on those. There's some beach rocks that I've had tumbling, and I've swapped some in and out. I don't know, I said a while back I was going to do an update video, and it's been a while, so anyways, let's check them out and see how they're turning out. Alright, here we have one of my first one of my lower tone 3-pound barrels dumped out. This is one of the rocks from Marquette County up in Michigan that I found not too long ago. Looks like it's got some little fractures going on here. Hopefully it holds together. It's a pretty one. Pretty cool. Looks like it's got some little feldspar crystals or something in there. Quartz. Some black hornblende maybe. Pretty cool though. It's a real pretty one. Marquette County also. One of my Lake Michigan finds. Some chert, quartzite, maybe some quartz crystals in there. Oh, it's a cool one. That's a really cool one here. Hoping that one turns out pretty nice. It's got a nice shape to it. It's got some cool limonite staining in that one. Pretty colors. This one's really cool. Black and the white and the little golden colors in it. A pretty green one. A piece of chert there. Mostly chert. Looks like it's partially smoky quartz. It's real cool though. Some really interesting ones up there in Michigan. See the green epidote in there. Maybe some type of serpentine, I'm not sure. I'm gonna guess epidote though. Yeah, this spot doesn't look like it's gonna tumble too well, but the rest of it looks like it'll be just fine. A lot of these rocks that I have in here from around Lake Superior, I've never tumbled before, so kind of first time tumbling some of them. Got ones like this that I've tumbled many times. It's a pretty white chert. And quartz. Chert's a microcrystalline quartz like agate and jasper. So a lot of times, you know, you find quartz mixed in with it. Pretty one. A lot of times chert was organic material at one time, so a lot of it you find it's kind of looks well, fossilized, I guess is the word I'm looking for. But yeah, the stuff I find along Lake Michigan is really pretty stuff. Some of it almost even looks like it's, you know, kind of like quartzite. But this one, let's see if we can get a better look at it. This one's got some cool swirls in it. Kind of blue and clear, white, the golden yellow color. Really awesome stuff. Tumbles so nicely. But yeah, it definitely looks mostly like chert and quartz on that one. So maybe some chalcedony mixed in there. I don't know. It's cool. I don't want to pretend to know anything. A lot of them just educated guesses. You know, I'm just an amateur. You know, I don't pretend to be an expert, so on any of this stuff. It's fun to think about how these rocks were formed and all that. That one's got some really pretty colors in there, like the rosy pink, the white, a little bit of orange in there. Really cool. Got that one little mineral in there all by itself. Kind of cool. This one came from up in Marquette County also. You can see more of that orangey stuff there, whatever that is. That's beautiful though, whatever it is. Mixed in there. I'm hoping this one turns out really nice also. Kind of a bluish greenish kind of color. Not sure if that's serpentine, what that is mixed in there, but it's cool. Just some little filler pieces. That barrel there I just dumped out. I actually had the least amount of fractures and little smaller pieces left out of all the barrels that I'm tumbling right now. That one's seems to be doing the best. Alright, dump out another one, see how that looks. Alright, this is the next Lortone 33B 3-pound barrel. And this one's one of my Lake Michigan finds, I can tell by looking at it. It's pretty cool. This one's definitely a lot of quartz in it. I feel this little trouble spot, but it'll be alright. We'll just scrub it, make sure it's all, get all the grit out of it. I think it'll be alright. This is a really cool one. got a nice palm stone shape to it. This one I'm hoping is quartzite. Quartzite comes from quartz or sandstone. Goes through a lot of pressure and it converts it into quartzite. This one obviously looks like it was sandstone that's converted into quartzite. Had this been just sandstone, this would have been dissolved by now. This is kept pretty much its original shape, and I'm just hoping that it takes a nice shine to it. I'm guessing it's quartzite. There again, I'm not an expert. I mean, it looks like it's kind of like picture jasper, but I don't think that's what it is at all. I'm pretty sure it's sandstone that was turned into quartzite. But anyways, moving right along. This one's really neat. Let's get some hematite in there probably. Oh, look at that. Cool white patterns in there. Some more of that orange in there. There's iron staining in this one, or what that is, probably. But it almost kind of looks agate-y. Either way, shirt, chalcedony, they're very, very, very similar. This one was in my last video I just posted. It's that brecciated piece of jasper, I think. But that's really cool. Some more of these guys. I can never seem to resist finding on the beach. Tossing in my bucket. There we go, now we're cooperating. Right there's a little tiny crack and imperfection. But we're gonna keep going with it. It's probably just not gonna take an amazing polish on that one piece, but these are very, very smooth after 600 grit. And I actually just bought some new grit. I got some 400. I don't usually use 400. I usually go straight from 220 to 600, and this is the first time using it. And they definitely do seem to be quite a bit smoother. You want a better result, sometimes you gotta add some extra steps in between there. And I know it's a long process in tumbling rocks, but I'm hoping the end result is going to be worth it. Almost kind of looks like some agate banding in there. Smaller pieces down in there. That's got some really pretty white, milky colors to it. I'm guessing a lot of that's just chalcedony in there, but I don't know. It's really pretty though. Whatever it is. We got this little bavasite. I don't tumble these ones too often, just because I love the way they look naturally, but this one I'm hoping turns out pretty nice. It's definitely turning out pretty awesome. This is definitely silicified. If this was calcified, this would have been destroyed in the tumbling process. All the harder minerals and rocks would have crushed it up by now. So a lot of I soak in muriatic acid, and if it's calcified, it won't hold up to the muriatic acid. So cool little piece of, is that shirt? Looks like shirt. Oh. Little amygdaloidal, tiny little baby galaxy stone. That's really cool there. That little pocket. Another little piece of shirt here. Shirt-like material. Just these cool swirls and bands in it. Got the pink in that one. Oh yeah, this is a... Here, let's take a better look at that one. This is another one that I just had in my last video. Really not sure what that is, but that is really cool. The colors just kind of all mashed together in there like that. Really not sure. I didn't really grind this down or do too much of it. I didn't really know what the material was, but it's tumbling okay. Some more pretty ones. Just love this green. These ones came from a little further north in Michigan, up in the Keweenaw Peninsula. That's where these ones here came from, those little ones of that color of green. Looks like we got another little tiny fossil right there. That's a neat little one too. I don't know if that's a stromatolite, stromatoporid. It's kind of hard to tell the difference between the two, but that's really cool. See if anything else here jumps out at us. Yeah, that's pretty cool. This one looks like it, maybe a stromatopod also. You can see some lines in there. Alright, we'll get the rest of these in the bucket and I'll dump out the next one. Alright, this is my Lortone 45C barrel. It's a 4.5 pound barrel. Pretty sure this one came from Marquette County. Same beach there. That's the same beach that Up North Adventures with CCC goes to. Those big Lakers that she catches sometimes
at the mining ore docks. They're really cool beach there. I was fortunate to go there and find some cool rocks, but she definitely finds a lot more than I do up there. And, just beautiful, beautiful rocks there. This one's real nice. Really smooth. It's turning out pretty well. This one I like a lot too. This one might be one of my favorite ones in there. See all the layers in there. That is just a beautiful stone. Real pretty. There's another one that I found not too long ago in my most recent video. There you can get some of this other softer material, and there we got a little crack, little divot there. But I mean, if I had just put it back in step one, and I mean it's gonna be the same problems as it gets smaller and smaller. So, but I think this one will be all right. Just want to make sure you get that cleaned out real good. When I use the final polish micro alumina versus cerium oxide, you get the white in there. Like the micro alumina doesn't look as bad as like pink cerium oxide. Jared currently rock hounding just got some new white cerium oxide, did a demonstration video between the two, and yeah, you get that pink cerium oxide and it's just a mess. So I've not tried the white cerium oxide, more premium grade, a little more expensive, but after watching his video I think I'd be willing to try it out, just to see. Ragnar Rocks, Captain Cortez, he just got some Tripoli pre-polish, and I'm curious to see how that works out for him, see if that's something I'd be willing to try also. So, Jeremiah has been tumbling some really cool rocks lately, some really cool ones. I figured I needed to drop a video too. Reminding me it's been a while since I've had any updates on these. This one I'm really not sure. It doesn't really look like it's going to take an amazing polish. So we'll have to make a note on this one. Kind of almost looks like a, I don't know, it's got some jasper and some limonite and quartz in there. Almost looks kind of agate-y, but jasp agate, I don't know. Just thought it looked kind of cool, but it's a real pretty piece of quartz. Some kind of rosy colors in there. It doesn't want to focus on it. There we go. Really neat, huh? Piece of banded jasper found in Lake Michigan. Not too far from me. Here's another one of those Marquette beauties. These ones seem to crack a lot. It's got a lot of cool stuff going on. But, yeah. Don't seem to be holding together the best. Not all of them. piece of banded shirt in there. Oh, this is a pretty one. Yeah. Found this one not too long ago, and I think I had this one in my most recent video also. There we go. No, sorry, I didn't want to focus there. But that one's really pretty. I remember that one. I remember holding that one up into the sunlight to look through it. It's a nice one. Look at the red in that one. Almost looks like a little tiny piece of cheesecake or something. It's funny how everything always looks like food to us. Always comparing stuff to food. Lots of little tiny rocks in here. On the bigger barrel, I like to have a lot of smaller rocks to help cushion the material and spread the grit around, carry the grit to the larger rocks. Oh, there's that agate that I found on Lake Michigan a while back, one of my other videos. This one's holding up pretty awesome. Yeah, this thing is beautiful. This was the only part of it that I had seen was that part. And I immediately got excited and pulled it out, and I was like, what? That's beautiful. Now this just looks like it's all, you know, like grit or something that had gotten in there, but this is all perfectly smooth. It's all part of the rock, but I got scared when I first saw that. I'm like, oh no. Yeah, this is another one from Marquette County there. Didn't spend a whole lot of time there, but I found some really cool looking material. There's a little piece of fossil there. You can see the coral. Real pretty green. Swirls of green. It's gorgeous. A quartz with, I think that's a pink prehnite in there. Patricionite. That's what they call the pink prehnite, patricionite. Named after the guy who discovered its daughter. I believe her name was Patricia. I'm guessing that's what it is. Doesn't look like feldspar or anything mixed in there. Just my educated guess, people. I don't know. Keweenaw. This green here, Keweenaw. This was on my way to Montreal Falls. Stopped at a cool beach. It was just all these beautiful green. It might even be peridot. I'm not sure, but it's pretty. Let's see what else we got in there. That's a really pretty one. There again, we can tell it's from Marquette County, just from that gorgeous orange. And see how it's all kind of like cracked, but it's being held together, like it was glued together, pressed together. And I was skeptic that it was going to hold together after step one. I was like, I'm just going to keep an eye on it. And it seems like it's doing all right. That's pretty. That's a really neat one too. It's one of my favorite ones. Really hoping this one turns out nice. Keweenaw Peninsula, found that one. Got to go through these smaller pieces a little closer, make sure that there are not any sharp points. Some of them I think got broken off from some other pieces. I did my best already to pick out some of the smaller pieces that are broke off and whatnot. Alright, I got one last barrel to share with you guys. It's not as far along as the other barrels, but let me clean up this little pile here and then I'll dump the other one out and show you. Alright, this is the last barrel from my Tumbler's AR1 barrel. The 3-pound barrel also. It's a very reliable tumbler. I've had that tumbler, man, forever. That thing runs constantly. Just gotta change some belts every once in a while and maybe get a new lid or something, but that thing runs great. A little noisier than the lower tones are, but price-wise, it's a really good tumbler, good brand of tumblers, the Tumblers. They've been doing it a long time. Nice piece of quartzite. Yeah, this barrel is just got done with 120, 220 grit. It's a mixture of 120, 220. And I'm gonna run it on straight 220 for about 4 days. Then I'll run it on 400 grit for about 4 days. This one is one of my favorites. Just look at that. That is beautiful. That is gorgeous. Obviously looks like it was a stromatolite, a stromatoport at one time. I don't know. It's cool though. Just blows my mind, the colors in that. That is awesome. It's got some really pretty colors in this one too. This nice nice red, raspberry red banding going through there. There we go. Now it's wanting to cooperate. Had a little bit of an issue. Had to let it tumble a little bit longer in the first step. Get it to a nice shape, but it's gonna be all right. This one's from Nick and Lily. I just added it in there a couple weeks ago. I'm not sure what it is, but it's got this really like dark denim royal navy blue. I shouldn't say royal blue, like a navy blue kind of color, and a little bit of quartz in there. I don't know if this blue quartz or what that is, but it's really pretty. Can't wait to see how this one turns out. It's another one of my Lake Michigan finds. About half an hour from my house, 20 minutes. Depending on the traffic. Nice piece of shirt. Real pretty. Marquette County. Let's see, this one's kind of beat up. Not sure what's going on right there, but I think it'll hold together till the end. I'm guessing there's probably some softer calcite that's just worn away. cool one. I think I actually found this one on Lake Michigan. Come to think of it, my most recent rock tumbling, or my most recent rock hounding, beach rock hounding video I just posted. It's a nice piece of quartzite. This one here, you could see like this, like little layers of it. You can kind of see here like the rings. Then it gets this real deep red in there. A cool piece of quartzite. I like that a lot. That last piece of quartzite, that's another one that I found in Lake Michigan not too long ago. Some pink in here also. It's a very pretty one. Pretty sure I found this one in Lake Michigan not too long ago also. One of my last two rock hounding videos, one of them, which were actually filmed them about a week apart, but it took me a couple months to post both of them. I was saving the one that I just posted for a cold winter day, and this past week was the coldest I've seen it in a long time, so I thought it was a perfect time to release that video. Nice piece of jasper. This is the one that I soaked my my feet on, going to get before the lake swallowed it back up. Really cool piece of shirt there. These white ones are really cool. Just get those really neat hidden patterns in them. You've got another little coral bit in there. Yeah, maybe not. Pretty colors though. Oh, here's a little piece of blue shirt. And here's a, looks like this one is one of the pieces of pudding stone that Nick and Lily sent me also. Had about 3 or 4 of them. I took a knife to them and scratched the ones that were a little softer, quartzite. If it's scratched with a knife, it's not going to hold up in my tumbler. So this one did not take a scratch when to my knife when I scratched it. So this little one was the one that made it into my tumbler, and it's doing pretty good. You can definitely got a more yellow look to the quartzite also than the other stuff. Was really grainy looking, kind of sandy looking. So you can almost tell just by looking at it if it's going to tumble okay or not. It's got some undercutting going on, but that's all right. We'll live with it. All right, that's the last of it. A little piece of stromatoporoid there. See it right in the middle? Even these small ones are pretty cool. Alright, I had another one I had sitting out and I forgot to show you guys. Got this one here that I threw in the tumbler with my other Thumbler's rocks there that I just showed you, and it is so beautiful. It's just mesmerizing how awesome this one is. And yep, this one's going into the 220 grit. Just wanted to share this one with you real quick. Really pretty. Alrighty, now this is my little work area. This is my slop sink down in the basement. This is where I clean off all my rocks after they get done tumbling, and I scrub them and whatnot. I got my Dremel here. I do some of my Dremel work, and just cut this piece of bowenite last night that Andrew over at Rogue Rockhound gave to me, and I really wasn't incredibly happy with the polish that I put on it with my angle grinder. So it is a softer rock. I cut it with my Dremel, and I got this this nice piece here that I'm going to polish on my flat lap that just came in the mail. I got this little piece here that I cut. Just put it kind of grinded it down real quick with my Dremel. Hopefully this turned out pretty cool. Just figured I'd share that with you real quick. Something that I'm going to be working on in the next couple days. So yeah, this is the Thumbler barrel. This is going on to 220 grit. And then I got my lower tone barrels, which I try to run them all together, but sometimes if I have a different project going, then I usually have my Thumbler will have one project, and my lower tones will have something different going on. These ones here, we're done with 600 grit. They're going on to 1000 grit now, and then after that I will put the micro alumina in there. So I would say no more than 2 weeks and they'll be done. About 4 or 5 days in the 1000 grit, and then a week in the micro alumina, and then we'll check it out, see how they turn out. Alright, thanks you guys for watching. Until next time, take care and rock on. Oh, and have a happy new year.